Hi guys. Drum roll please. All right, we're about to start our personal narrative writing unit and I'm so excited because every year I get to hear new stories and there's nothing better than hearing these amazing stories that shape us into who we are as people. Even as young as we are, we've experienced some amazing and sometimes really difficult things. So before I start, I want you to do two things. Find a comfy spot somewhere. Make sure that you're sitting on a couch in a quiet space, possibly on the floor or table. You're also going to need a writing tool, including a highlighter, your writer's notebook, which looks like this. And you're also going to need your resources located inside of that composition notebook. And those are the loose leaf papers inside. All right, so let's get started. I've already seen and heard from the fifth grade teachers that most of you guys already have so many professional writing strategies and you know the moves that good writers do. And the important thing to know is that in sixth grade, the expectations skyrocket. Okay, and sometimes it's going to seem challenging, especially maybe because we're not together in person. I'm going to go ahead, and this may be ambitious, but I'm going to challenge you guys to write a page and a half almost daily and fill those pages of the notebooks with some sort of compelling true story. But it's really neat because you guys are going to not only get support from me, but you're going to be able to support each other as you tell these stories. So today I want to teach you, really remind you that as a writer, you can get not help from me, but you can also get help from text others have written. To learn from text, you need to study them. Imagine the strategies that the writer probably used so you can try those same strategies on your own writing. So, have you guys ever seen those like large cakes with a lot of layers in them? Okay. I actually watched some YouTube videos on how to make those layered cakes, and I was able to make this layered cake from my friend's baby shower. But I tell you that story because the same way that I studied YouTube videos to see how to make a cake, we can study good writing to figure out how to write well and how to write professionally. Okay, so there's a specific story that I need you to go ahead and take out of your writer's notebook, and it'll be labeled Figure 1-1, and it's called Personal Narrative Expert from A's Notebook. I'm going to go ahead and start reading that. I shivered a little bit. It's pretty cold, I said as I dipped my toes in the water. I took a pebble and threw it far into the creek. Well, whatever, I said as I plunged into the cold water. It felt amazing. The cold water covered my eyes like gentle blankets, and the water washed over me like a breeze. Swimming is my favorite. Wait up, yelled Emma as she ran down the hill with her floaty wrapped around her waist, her curly brown hair wrapped around in the breeze. I shivered. I was cold already. A moment after that, India's mom waded in laughing. Ha! It's cold, she said, and she stopped. Girls, out of the water! She pushed us back to shore. I looked back and saw a long, thin water snake slithering towards us. I gasped. I quickly swam underwater in big, wide strokes. I never saw any water snakes around us. Also, a soapy creek, I thought. Okay, there's some pretty amazing things. How did they do that? How did they take such a insignificant moment and turn it into something that I couldn't stop from reading? And what parts worked for me in the piece? So first off, I can tell she zoomed into a moment. She didn't tell me about the whole summer. She told me about one moment in the middle of the summer that was really powerful and scary, it sounds like. And in this first part, she said, it's pretty cold, I said as I dipped my toes in the water. I took a pebble and threw it far into the creek. Right from the start, she's getting my attention and she's getting me to picture that. So how does she get me to picture it? Well, she was able to describe that she dipped her toes in the water. She took a pebble and threw it into the creek. I can close my eyes and I can picture the setting. She's at a creek. She also went ahead and used dialogue. Dialogue's when we use, right, those quotations when someone's talking, and that's already helping us build a mental picture. Guys,